Professor Mustafa, a cultural studies lecturer, decides to take his students, Tarek, Layla, and Sarah, on a journey through American society to deepen their understanding of culture. This trip is not just about sightseeing but about learning the cultural significance of food, dress, music, and art. The group starts their journey with a food tour. Their first stop is a traditional American diner where they try pancakes, burgers, and apple pie. Professor Mustafa explains that American cuisine reflects the country's diversity, with influences from European, African, Asian, and Latin American immigrants. At a Tex-Mex restaurant, Sarah tries tacos and enchiladas. She learns that these dishes are a blend of Mexican and American flavors, symbolizing how cultures merge in the U.S. Tarek notes that many foods, like hot dogs and pizza, have roots in immigrant communities but are now part of American identity. The students visit a fashion exhibit at a museum in New York. They see Levi's jeans, cowboy boots, and streetwear brands. Professor Mustafa explains how jeans, originally workwear for miners, became a global fashion symbol. Layla observes how clothing styles differ across regions and communities. Next, the group attends a jazz concert in New Orleans. Professor Mustafa shares the history of jazz as a creation of African American communities, blending African rhythms with European instruments. Sarah, who loves music, finds similarities between jazz improvisation and traditional Middle Eastern melodies. At an art gallery, the students admire works by diverse American artists. They see Native American pottery, murals from the Harlem Renaissance, and modern abstract art. Professor Mustafa explains how art reflects the history, struggles, and triumphs of different communities. While exploring the U.S., the group encounters unfamiliar practices. For example, at a coffee shop, Tarek is confused when the barista greets him with, "What's up?" He learns that it's a casual way to ask how someone is doing and doesn't always require a detailed answer. The students attend a university lecture where students openly debate with the professor. Sarah feels uncomfortable with the directness but realizes it's a way of encouraging critical thinking. Tarek, who values punctuality, finds it odd when some events start late. The group visits Ellis Island and learns about the millions of immigrants who shaped America. They see exhibits about Irish, Italian, and Chinese communities, among others. Layla is inspired by stories of immigrants who faced challenges but contributed to building industries, cities, and cultural practices. At a Hispanic Heritage Festival, the students enjoy mariachi music and learn about Day of the Dead traditions. Sarah admires how Mexican Americans preserve their heritage while contributing to American culture. She compares this to how her own family maintains traditions while living abroad. Each evening, Professor Mustafa asks the students to reflect on their experiences. For instance, after visiting a Native American museum, Tarek shares how the exhibits made him think about the importance of preserving cultural heritage. While reading brochures and signs, the students practice identifying synonym clues. For example, at a museum, they see a description of an artifact as ancient and venerable. Professor Mustafa helps them infer that venerable means respected.